Today's video is all about God mode. Now for this first section, I didn't have my microphone turned on, so I wasn't able to, commentate what was happening as it was happening, so I'm just going to be post-commentating, so just so you could get generally what I was doing at the time. Don't mind the explosions, I was just clearing the mines out. So this all started when I was just going to the mod shop to sell a car because I just won it from the podium vehicle using that trick in the video I had the other day. Use that trick. So I don't really use cars unless they're useful tactically. So I was gonna sell it, and I was just waiting around, and all of a sudden a laser started strafing me. Um, so I took cover, and I didn't see anything. There was nothing on the radar. I thought I heard something when I was just standing there because jets are very loud. But there was nothing on the radar, and you'll actually see he never comes on the radar for this entire thing, so he must be using some sort of permanent off radar. Maybe that comes with this God mode. He was in God mode, by the way. So I cancel my plans real quick, barely get on my Mark II, and you can see the laser is for some reason flying with its landing gear down. And I'm able to shoot him down, but I don't actually get anything. I don't get a kill. There's nothing in the kill feed. You could actually see him parachuting in this clip. I did not notice that at the time, though. So I was just hanging around in this area. He could have very easily killed me because I didn't know he was still alive. My first thought was, okay, that's weird. Maybe there was just no notification. I did kill him because that does happen sometimes. So I go over to notifications on the pause menu. I don't see anything. I was like, all right, well then maybe he heist warped, which obviously now that looking back on the footage is not true. But I didn't see anyone in their apartment or facility or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fly over to the beach and I'm going to pick up a laser because I was like, well, best way to defend myself, I guess, other than go passive. So I get in the laser. I'm just sitting here for a second because I'm starting the recording. I'm flashing back. And I start going, and I can't pull up. And I'm starting to sink into the ocean, and I still can't pull up. I crash. And then I get this message. My controller has disconnected. And it's weird because it looks like I started ejecting from the laser just before that message came up, so I'm not really sure what happened. So I swim up to the surface, and then he snipes me. Thankfully, since when I died there was a little red marker on the right side of my screen, I know he's somewhere towards the airport, so when I respawn I'm able to pick out generally where he is, and eventually I do find him. He's just beside the airstrip, actually. And I can see that he's got a Mark II over there, and I tap him once with the heavy. As always, of course, I didn't get the kill. But, and of course I don't kill him, so he flies towards me, I get my combat MG ready, and then he stops. And he just starts going down in a straight line, and I'm like, he's very calm for someone who's just been hit once with the heavy sniper. So he lands on the roof, short distance away, and, he gets off, he starts shooting at me, and I hit him again with the heavy, and I actually unscope because I expected him to die, but he doesn't. So then, okay, I try to hit him again, I eventually do, he still doesn't die, and I'm like, oh, this guy's in God mode. I've actually never encountered, I don't think, any God mode user on next gen. Last gen, it was easier because it was easier to mod on those, but you don't really see that on Xbox anyway. Or I don't. You probably do a lot. And you may also notice that when I hit him, there's no health bar indicating that I did damage to him appearing where his name would usually be, so that's an indication also. So, and here's the funny thing. As soon as I realized he was in God mode, I was like, oh, okay, well, unfortunately, there's no cover I could run to save myself here, so I'm just going to see how many times I can hit him before he killed me. And I looked back at the footage. In this clip, in this exchange here, I hit him 9 times before he managed to hit me 4 times. And he's using the marksman, and I'm using the heavy sniper, which has a much lower fire rate than the marksman, of course. So in that one exchange, I did enough damage to kill him 8 different times before he could kill me once. Just think that's funny. So of course he kills me eventually, and I just teleport out, and that's pretty much the end of it because he leaves. I was gonna go spectate him to see what else he was doing because he was still not on the radar at this point. He's still off the radar, and I don't know why. And that leads me into the next clip. This is a God mode Speedo. This is someone I can kill, actually, thankfully. So I'm just gonna let myself take over from here. Here you go. Enjoy. Guys, I just found something very interesting. A God mode Speedo. I've actually never seen one of these in the wild before. I've heard a lot about it. Don't know why it's still in the game. That'll probably never get patched. Maybe in a few years. Who knows? But I'm enticed to fight said God mode Speedo. Because he's just going around killing everyone. So that being said, so if you don't know, somehow, God mode Speedo, basically the Speedo is invincible. Doesn't matter how many times you hit it with explosives, gunfire, what have you. It will not blow up. But the driver is still vulnerable to gunfire, so he can be shot out of the driver's seat. Unfortunately, I don't have any vehicles with bulletproof windows apart from the Kanjali. And obviously you can't shoot out of that. So, yeah. Kind of a micro issue. Also, it's immune to, like, changes in... I want to say changes in kinetic energy, and what I mean by that is basically you can't knock it over. It is immovable. You ram into it with an insurgent truck, whatever, it will not be knocked back. Which makes this a bit challenging. The one time it would be great to have a freaking minigun on my, shoot! RC tank, that's what it is. He's coming over here. That's not good. I'm trying to think, do I have anything to combat that? I don't think I do. Pretty sure that thing comes with mines. Oppressors and Torno. Half track, I guess, would be the best bet. Going to half track. Now I gotta be careful to either keep me facing him directly on or from like the rear. Can't reach him from there, though. Get out of my way, cops. I got him! Yes! Screw your God mode half track. Or freaking whatever this is. God mode, whatever this freaking... Is it God mode, actually? I thought it was immune to kinetic energy. Actually, you know what I could do? Think about your life before you get back into that.
How can I be of service?
Yeah.
Give me a shout when you've made your mind up.
Got him again. I'm pretty sure it was God mode, but I was bumping into it before. It looked like it was being moved by me hitting into it. Maybe it's... I shot it with 3 Deluxo rockets and nothing happened, which made me think it was God mode. Back in it. Alternatively, I could just get in the gun position, I think. Although, I think I'm slightly more vulnerable to get headshot out of that if I do that, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, bud, back for round 2. Later. Oh, maybe it's not God mode. Of course, he ends up behind me again. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't let him get beside me. What? Oh my god, the damage output on that thing. Oh god, yeah, this is a good place to spawn. Shut up! In the middle of something. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. Ah! Oh, what? You got out.
MMI, we expect the unexpected.
You freaking idiot! What?
Look into it.
Why would you get out? Are you dumb?
Officer on the ground!
Oh god.
Get down!
If I had blown myself up there, yeah, it's got nothing. Would have made a great clip.
Gotta reload!
I see him. I'm gonna lock onto the cop though, and with my luck. This rocket idiot. And he got me. God damn it. Respawn, respawn, respawn. Didn't think you were gonna be cheap like that. Get around, get around, get around, get around, get around. Oh, he's dead. Oh, bull shark. I'm sorry, what? I got him? Dude, I have no qualms with you guys, okay? I have no quarrel. This guy, on the other hand, quarrels galore. Where is it? Come on, drop it. Am I lagging? What the heck just happened? Where's my bull shark? Hello? like line of sighting me with this building. He's gone. Where'd the Speedo go? Pretty sure it was right here. In the street. Huh.
Oh boy!
Alright. He's done. It's over. I still don't know what happened to my bull shark drop, but whatever.